Okay, let's start. Okay, so good evening. We're going to start the questions like what we agreed. Independence, around 20 situations we come across, and let's take questions on that, whether it is multiple choices, and then we'll take task based simulations. Okay, okay, here you go. Ready yourself. I'm joining. Hi. Okay, so go through the question. Come on, type your answers. Sorry. Adams and company would be considered to be independent when one of its smaller clients, NFP, the organization has asked to be in the board of directors, which consists of large number of community leaders, and it is honorary. Yesterday we talked about it. Honorary, free, no benefits. Yesterday, in one of the situations, same thing we talked about it, church, etc. What we understood there is that as long as they don't participate in the management functions, that fellow can become board. So answer is A. As long as they don't perform, they don't give advice on management functions, it's okay. Anyway, it is honorary. Uh, you're sitting with Talang community leaders. Only thing is, you don't give advice. You don't. No. A. A is correct answer. As long as they don't perform. It's a non profitable charitable organization. Okay. It all looks same, whatever you guys are telling B and C, but the thing is, first of all, it is NFP. Second of all, it is honorary. Uh, and third of all, as long as there are other community leaders, and this Adams can also sit. As long as they don't give advice, as long as they don't perform other services, it's okay. Okay. Which activity performed as non-attached services of a non-public attached client? Non-public means unlisted, impairs it, alters independence. Non-attached service, unlisted company, All of you got the checklist. Yesterday it was sent, no? Hmm? C. Determining which recommendations for improving internal control. Now, why not B? Whether you assist or you become internal audit. Okay, that is always a problem, gray area. Yeah, better is, you know, don't take that. In this case, you are determining which recommendation should be implemented. So, supplementing external audit. That's not correct. Okay. Next, MIPP be independent in fact and in appearance when providing which of the following services? Take your time. Take your time. I have sent you checklist yesterday. If you want, open it and keep it as ready reckoner. Compilation, preparation, compilation of financial forecast. Both in fact and in your mind and appearance. Even for appearance, it should not be like. Okay, so see. Okay. Member client relationship is evaluated whether independence in fact in appearance is jeopardized. In fact means mind, in mind. What both should do, client and auditor. Should be risk based, no? Yeah, you're going to understand the risk. Clients also going to understand the risk. So, as an auditor, you should also think about that. Everything is risk because both they are asking, client also and member also. Who is subject to same independence rules as covered members? Important lines, understand please. Take your time. APS structure, yesterday we talked about it. Alternative practice structure. We discussed that, we read that. Yeah, B. An employee leased by the firm from the parent is subject to independence rules. B. Okay, next. Responsible party. Yeah. A firm performed an attest engagement to applied upon. It's long before we discuss this AUP to help whether determine it should acquire FDPL. FDPL is responsible, um, is not required to be independent. The firm, mm, if it is designed the responsible parties of information system A. This long we discuss this AUP, etc. Not necessary, not necessary. B. You can accept, yesterday we talked about it. You can accept, like, as long as they are giving to everyone, you can also accept any gift. Uh, but the problem is B is more serious. Accepted any gift means, of course, the word any is confusing. But as long as they are giving to everyone, you can also get it. But more serious is contracted with the client to supervise the, and at the same time you are an auditor. That's not correct. Beautiful question. Go ahead. Yeah, it's not impaired when. This is also APS, alternative practice. An indirect superior is a promoter, then it's okay. Then it's okay. Next, action should the CPA take to avoid? Here, Subrata, explain B.
Sir, because he is indirect relationship. That's why he is no direct stakeholder. That's why this interest will not be impaired. So it may be not independence will not be impaired.
Will not be affected.
Affected. There is no direct any interest.
Yes, direct interest in that brokerage subsidiaries. No, C is Alok. C is what? A bank subsidiary. The moment the subsidiary means it's a problem, no? In the ordinary course of the business and attestation of the new firm, that's secondary. The part is that it has become a subsidiary. In the alternative practice structures, that is the issue. Okay, next. Should take to avoid independence rules. Non-issuer received an unexpected inheritance. Long ago we discussed immediate sale. Immediately when you sell it or donate it, then you can avoid that independence. Long ago we talked about it. I think in the last session when we started independence, the similar case came. If you accept the inheritance, when you get your inheritance, if you dispose it off, then there is no problem. Anyway, yeah, C. Okay, now you should select certain, these are all task based questions, task based simulations. You should select from your drop down menu one among all these. This is heavily tested in task based simulations too. Okay. Okay. Auditor must not only have independence of mind but also independence in appearance. Select from the option list whether each issue is related to mind, appearance, or not at all. What do you think about it? Okay. Being intellectually honest. A. The first one, right? It's the mind. Being intellectually honest is mind. Yeah. When you type answers, write 2A, 2B like that. Okay. So when others are typing, will not get confused. Now, second, free from bias. Primarily, what? No, wait, hello, wait. We are in two. Let others answer. Okay. You all went to three. Okay. What about two? We are agreeing. Mind, right? Next three. Three. Free from any obligation to client. Appearance, right? To everyone, to outsiders, to third party. Any obligations you can have in mind. Oh, I'm not having any obligation, but third party should feel that. So it is independence in appearance. Okay, four. Having no financial interest. You can select two. uh, Having no financial interest. You can see what they are talking. uh, Read the question properly. If you think they are both, each choice may be used more than once. Okay, four. Four, in appearance and also in mind. You should know. So I go with the four A and B. You can use more than that. Five, having no prejudice. Mind. Being adequately trained. Being adequately trained. Six. Six is what? C. Yeah, correct. Not related to independence. Hmm. This is nothing to do with independence. This is trained as a competence. It's a competence standard. Providing internal audit service. Just now we talked about it. Appearance. Correct. Appearance. Next, 8. Having no partiality in appearance. Okay. Next, testifying for the client. Testifying for the client. Appearance. Accepting a material gift. Just now we talked about it. Appearance. Okay. Good. Next, select from the option list whether independence is impaired. You can use once, more than once. Okay, go ahead. 1. Bank serve as a co-fiduciary. Impaired, not impaired. Immaterial assets. Co-fiduciary. Not impaired, no? Not impaired. Correct? It's all very immaterial. You are becoming co-fiduciary. So bank is also responsible, you are also responsible. But the problem is it's immaterial assets. Not impact. Not impaired. Next, client financial institution services a members loan. Yeah, you are having separate relationship with the banker, so nothing to do, not impaired. We talked about that before. That is a separate transaction. Okay, significant influence over the entity with significant influence over a client. Immediately, impaired. Membership in a client trade association if the member is not in a key position. Not in a key position. Not impaired. A covered member owns an immaterial amount of bonds in a municipality. Not impaired. You can have. So, covered member is a trustee. It's a beneficiary of an estate. Impaired. Yeah, trustee. Impaired. Member provides advisory services for a client. Advisory services. Seven. Stick to 7. Alok, you are going fast. Stick to 7. 7B, not impaired. Somewhere we understood that you're just in an advisory role. You can just not being an official consultant. Well, in that way, no. In that way, no. Here, what they mean is, if there is a specific situation, yeah, then it's okay. Right now, general thing, no. Not impaired. 8. Monitors a client's internal, of course, impaired. Pre-dispute agreement with the client to use alternative resolution. What do you think? Pre-existing dispute. If you find alternative resolution, it's not impaired. No? Correct? 9. Okay, first give your answer. Member dispute with the client. If you are using alternative resolution, it's not impaired. We say out of court settlement. Fees for a client rendered more than 1 year before the current year remain unpaid. Definitely, we talked about yesterday. Impaired. That means you are silent. You are silent, you are not taking any action, means something has happened. You are okay with that, means a member serves as an expert witness. Yesterday we talked about it. Impaired. Expert witness. Why Alok? Why it is not impaired? Hmm. Eleven B. Not impaired. You can. Forget about which service. You can be, audit is fighting some case with others, and you are the witness there, you are expert witness, not impaired. Next, 12. Member indemnification by the client. B. Ratan. Not A.
Sir,
Yeah.
when
Member.
he is giving the indemnification, it means taking the financial guarantee, no? Kind of financial guarantee.
By the client, yeah, in case they go for liquidation.
Yes. So when a professional, when a CPA is giving a financial guarantee, then
No, it's not a
it is
guarantee. It's not a guarantee.
Hmm.
You are
Sir,
indemnifying the client.
Hmm.
sir, can I
In
can
case
I
of in
Yeah,
case of
yeah.
default or something.
No, no, no. Subrata, go ahead. I was.
Sir, when I engage with the client, an auditor engage with the client, so the auditor and client has to set the letter, engagement letter, and some condition prevail there. One condition is that auditor will indemnify the up to the amount of audit fees, so long it hampered the client by the mistake of auditor. Indemnification up to the audit fee,
Up to the
not
audit
more
fee.
than that.
Ratan, got it? It
Yes,
is
sir.
not. It is not a guarantee.
Okay. Yes, yes.
You are
Got it.
indemnifying, okay, again for the client until the up to the amount of your audit fees and other fees.
Yes. Yes.
That's not impact.
Okay.
Okay. Now this looks little bit small. I don't know. Let's try on the screen. Otherwise, I'll send you as. Okay. First thing is let's try one question because it's. I think for your eyes it looks very eye troublesome. But let's try. So what is this? Table below includes unrelated situations encountered by the CPA form. For each situation identified, select the most appropriate response. Responses for each situation is different. Okay. Now let's understand the situation. I'll go left and right. A partner is a member of a country club that has a potential new audit client for the CPA. The partner has a financial decision making powers at the club but not serve as a primary engagement partner in the CPA firm. If you accept the offer, still the financial decision making is with one of your member, but that fellow will not be primary engagement partner. Understood that scenario? First be clear about it, then I'll show you the options. Your audit partner, is a member of the country club, and country club is going to become your new audit client. And your partner has sufficient, is recusing from being a audit partner, engagement partner, because that fellow has a financial decision making power at the country club. What you should do as a firm? Your partner is recusing to be engagement partner. Yeah, see, uh, one can accept anyway. That fellow says recusing. I'm not going to be engaging partner, and a firm. It's a firm's responsibility as long as you see that the partner is not involved with the engagement. Because
Partner will not be engagement
yeah,
partner.
yeah. So other partner will take care of that. Yeah, then you can go ahead and you can do that. Alok. No. Firm is different, and the members is different, and independence of mind and independence in appearance both apply for partner also and the firm also. But the problem here is we studied in somewhere I told the doctor's example and the lawyer's example. No? If you recuse yourself, and have the other team to do audit, then the CPA firm can accept the engagement. That's not an issue. And your answer, firm cannot accept the club as a new client due to lack of and objectivity. This objectivity we have not talked about it. That uh, cannot accept the country club is because it lacks integrity. This is also loose word. Uh, so you can. This is a general sentence A. Accept a new client because the firm is independent and objective. This objective is the problem. Now we have not discussed objective. So only even if you go in this way, C suits very well. Hello, got it? Uh, if you are talking about in fact and in appearance, then you should not even select because the combinations of sentences are not good. Okay, I'll read. A CPA firm just retained a new audit client. The new client CFO has offered the engagement partner 4 tickets for personal use to a national televised sporting event, oh, like IPL, along with the use of the client's corporate jet, oh my god, to travel to the event. I told yesterday RCB case. Okay, so similarly here, all of you got it. Uh, First of all, can accept, can accept, can accept. No. Very sophisticated IPL gift. Can accept, no. This one is correct, no? Yeah. Even this is not. So private jet and IPL ticket, club ticket. My God. Any franchisee, now Mumbai Indians. Classic example I am telling you. Mumbai Indians founder is that Neeta Ambani, Mukesh Ambani's wife. Imagine, now don't ask me practical thing. Imagine Mumbai Indians auditor, CFO, now match is going on. That partner, that fellow will be offered a private jet and he and his family comes there and right now match is going on, watching nicely with Neeta Ambani. That is not correct at all. But we don't know what is happening. Now that's a gray area, but as a personal ethics also demands you should not be doing that. Now in television we don't know who is that fellow sitting with her. All those subject to. But if you are a real CA, you should not do that. If she is giving you free tickets for your family passes like others, you take that, you go with your family, that's okay. But you go with her in a very sophisticated security arrangements, you travel with her, then you are also a chartered accountant of that Mumbai Indians. But practically, what happens, we don't know. So, any Mumbai Indians auditor, whoever it is, this is the exact case. If forget about that independence and in fact, independence in mind and independence of in appearance, forget that. Mm. But ethics demands. Mm. And also, when we studied ethics, the personal ethics, values system, you should not be doing such things. Like this recently, that HDFC Bank chairman resigned. No? The resignation letter says that due to my personal ethics, it is not fitting. I am observing for the last 5 years. So it's very hard. But all this independence of mind, independence of in appearance and all, this is later on. But first thing is ethics. You at each step you should think, I am a chartered accountant, I am an external auditor for this Mumbai Indians. Neeta Ambani is very powerful personality, wife of Mukesh Ambani, and all those Ambani family owns that. Now you should think twice, thrice before if they offer you such things. Forget about this independence standard. So more than all these things is your personal ethics. You should, and your firm, this is common now in IPL season. Everyone will be behind with someone. Please give me a free pass. Please give me free tickets. With the franchisee owner, with the club owners, it's normal. But if they are giving for everyone in your firm, you also get it. Oh, entire CA firm go there, enjoy. Wear that Mumbai Indians dresses, sit in the normal thing. Then it's okay. Then it's okay. She is giving to so many people. You also get it. Your other members also get it. You and your family, maybe your CA firm will get around 50 passes. Then you go. Then there is no issues at all. For you yourself, going into there and using it means, okay, as a firm you can justify whatever you want to, but even this is the fact I am stressing, that practicing this in practical life is really difficult. The moment you accept such things, now when you start audit Mumbai Indians account, now March 31 you have to close, you will be tomorrow is a closing day, and as a CA firm, it's a busy season in India. As an auditor, on April 10th and all, you start audit with the Mumbai Indians franchisee accounts. How can you do that? That means if whatever she says, you will adjust. That is the thing. You should be questioning even that Mumbai Indians CFO. And here if you take that, Mumbai Indians CFO is offering you as a statutory auditor. You should not. Then whatever that CFO, whatever this owner tells you, you will succumb to that pressure. That's the issue. That's the issue. Nice, very, very practical. Okay, cool. We finished the independence standard. I told you it's very big, and that's around 20 instances of independence impaired and other things. Okay, now so once we finish this other one, we are done with this chapter 2, and in the next week we'll take the altogether new chapter. This is again integrity and objectivity. Some explanation, we come across this integrity and objectivity before. Basically, when one liner we understood objectivity, integrity. Basically, whenever we talk about this, In the earlier simple analogy also, we understood you should avoid um, conflict of interest. You should be unbiased person. You should not subordinate you with others on these professional services. So that is basically integrity. After independence, this is one of the most asked standard. Okay, but not so much like independence. We studied around 20 instances. Now here, what is that objectivity and integrity clashes happen? Knowingly misrepresenting in the preparation and presentation of financial statements. As a member in business now, this is applicable for not only member in public practice, it's also for those who are working in business. These include knowingly making materially false and misleading entries, basically cooking the books, window dressing, artificially inflating revenue, reducing expenses, mm, basically cooking up, mm, failing to correct materially false, first making, correcting, failing to correct, signing a document with materially false and misleading information. All this is the starting point of testing your integrity. Next, if you are associated with um, misleading information, member should consider consulting the employing and organization policies and procedures. Okay. Um, you should consider the policies and procedure. For example, what is your organization's hotline issues? Hotline is there or not? Whistleblowing is there or not? Regarding how matters should be addressed internally, and you should also discuss your immediate supervisor, management, and those charged with governance. If appropriate corrective action is not taken, the member should consider consulting with relevant professional body, determining whether any required existence, and consulting legal counsel. If after all these feasible options is exhausted, you should leave, you should disassociate it, uh, and refuse to be and remain with the associated with the information. In fact, you should resign from the job and you should resign from the audit. Mm. So the hierarchy is that if you see some illegal things going on, first step is you should talk to your supervisor. Even in business, first, basically in business, we are talking about it. As a CPA member in business, okay. So first, member superior, then you should talk to your higher management if supervisor is not getting with you on that, they don't want to listen to you, or those charged with governance, means you should be ready to go to the board of directors. Still, if it is not, nobody is helping you, nobody is taking that appropriate action against your complaint, you should talk to your professional body, get their advice. AICPA has a hotline. If something you see in your company, what is your professional body has to do? That's a good question, but that is just for a general advice. You explain the situation, your AICPA hotline, they will listen to your case, they will tell you what you should be doing. Okay, you should be also talking to that your organization's internal auditor or external accountant. You should also talk to these things, whether the requirements exist to take up these issues with a regulator, SEC, Department of Justice, etc. But before, you know, doing all these things, okay, basically you are a whistleblower. Before you do all these things, one thing is common: you should be ready to face any consequences. It's very distressful. It takes your psychological toll on your mind. But the problem is, as a CPA, you should not leave the issues unresolved. If you find such information, misleading information, the last resort is you should refuse to be or remain associated with that information, and in at most cases, you should resign from the job and move on somewhere else. That is what is called ethics. Practicing ethics is painful. It leads to a lot of immense pressure, psychological problems, pressure for you and your family too. But what to do? You are alone. You are facing such a mighty organization. They are not listening to you. Maximum what you can do. As long as you are there, you try to resolve the issue. Going to your manager, going to another manager, going to the board, checking the organization policy for whistleblowing network, talking to your AICPA for guidance, talking to external accountant, talking to internal auditors, talking to legal counsel. Means imagine you have found out some big problem which your management is hiding, and they're misleading the investors by this misrepresentation. You should imagine yourself to be a finance manager, a corporate accountant, maybe chief audit officer, also chief account officer. Imagine your next boss is CFO, CFO's boss is CEO, CEO's boss is board of directors. Imagine your situation. You are a corporate accountant. There's so many layers of the top management, and everyone is involved in misrepresenting the organization financial statements and with the misleading information that is causing artificial numbers in the financial market. Investors are cheated. Everything is happening under your nose. You know exactly, but the problem is ethics demands that you should try to resolve that issue. So this is the chain you should go through. By the time you exhaust all these options, you are exhausted. The time period, the mental tension, every day you are carrying at home also. Your family life is affected. Sometimes your life is under threat. That is the issue here. Maximum, by the time you go to one step, second step, practically everyone in your organization know you are a troublemaker, because the world is full of corrupt people, white collar crime. It takes, everyone is involved. You are up against the mountain. You are only alone. It looks like you are alone. But after exhausting all your options, by the time they come to know you are the problem for them, and they will fire you, then you will file one legal case. The practical world I am talking. You file one legal case for unfair dismissal. Then court, you have to go appointed date, they have to come, they will say no, you are mad, you are not understanding something, they will prove in the court, and you have all the documents, you tell to the judge. Imagine such situation. But you should do. Remaining silent is not the option. Maximum one, but you should before that step, you should understand all these consequences also, that this is going to happen to me. Sometimes basically life is under threat. Whistleblowing is not easy job. However, added point to all these things, in US there is a Dodd-Frankley Whistleblowing Protection Act, etc., which protects a member or any whistleblower from harming. The moment through some channels, if you take the legal cover under that, you are protected. You are protected from unfair dismissal. You are protected from the harm's way. If you provide a solid evidence to your legal counsel, it is your company's responsibility to protect you under that law. But by the time you have become infamous in the company, so basically when you call whistleblowing network, it's managed by internal auditors. As long as internal auditors are strong and compliance office is strong, you are protected. Once they come to know preliminary assessment that you are correct, when they start investigation, during the period of investigation, they put you in the harm's way. Then from a distance you are cooperating with them, your salary is untouched, you are getting the salaries. Then imagine all this, it takes years, 2-3 years, even sometimes 4-5 years. You will not get any promotion, your life is gone, but still there is a protection for all the pain you are taking to resolve. And finally, if the investigation shows that CFO and CEO are really doing that, anyway, board members will be displaced and they will be kicked out, they will be imprisoned, company is going to be penalized, etc. But under this act, you will get around 30% of the penalty amount as a reward for you. Now, all those options are there, protective options are there. Thinking about all these things, you should take the action. Keeping silence, and anyway, I am here in this company, I am enjoying everything. What is this issue? My boss is only doing it, nothing to do. I am not going to sign anything, I am not going to put my email. All those things, if you try to protect yourself, and one day when you will caught your CPA license is gone, all those things, do you want? That is another alternative. So basically, I have seen this in front of my eyes. I have faced this. It is in one or two times high paid jobs in international career I have resigned. When my wife was pregnant, I resigned because this one I catch people. But everyone, all of my friends were, they said I've become mad and I'm resigning such a highly paid everything. And then luckily, divine intervention. I was about to come back to India, but the divine intervention, within 15 days, I got into beautiful company, in American company, and from there my life was set. What I'm telling you is, if you are right, if you are you have to pursue these things. And when after I joined this earlier company, they found everything wrong, and whatever I said, it was correct in their audit. And after 1 year also, they called me, do you want to come back? We will give you a general manager position. I said no, I have moved on in my life. So such things, what I'm telling is, The world is there, entire world is not filth. There are some companies who practices all this nice organization culture, companies are there. If you find here something, these things, you should try to resolve. Moral of the story, if not, you try to disassociate with the company, resign it, move on in your life. Or the alternative option, fight. Mm. Until it is resolved, and you will be rewarded at the end, but that consequences are very severe. Your entire career, sometimes 5 10 years, you will be wasting, and you will become infamous guy in the company. Though there is a protection in America, there is a protection. In India, God forbid, nothing should happen to you if you start taking up all these things. Our countries are crazy. By the time you become infamous, they will finish off with you. That's the real corporate world. America, Western countries, they have this protection law, whistleblower protection. So two choices apart from this textbook. In textbook, you should disassociate from. Here they don't talk about what protection available to you. In practical life, you want to be safe, resign, move on, join another company. You are professionally qualified. Then the nature's law will help you, and that's what it happened to me. I did not go too extreme. I said, okay guys, I cannot work with you, and I'm not the person who will come under pressure for do all these things. I said, get lost. I told the board members that either you keep me or keep that fellow. Choice is yours. Then they said, no, we love you, but the problem is we need that engineer who is a general manager very badly right now, because the earlier manager resigned. And I know what you are telling all correct, but Bala, I think you are highly qualified, very talented fellow. You can move on job. We will give you all the letters, etc. I said, thank you, give me. Then 1 month notice I gave. In 1 month, they believe me, we packed also to come back. But within 15 days, I got a divine call and went. That's what happened. But very rarely it happens. But everything is there for purpose. So that is one option. The other option, you should fight. That is also not good. In personally, you will lose your health. You will lose mentally. You will become crazy. But there are people like that. You can go to HSBC, whistleblowing person. He is alive. He gives interviews. He is a lecturer. He was a former employee of HSBC. He fighted like anything, and he proved he is correct. Even he went into Department of Justice, that HSBC in America, they are doing money laundering. He proved. I forgot his name. He proved. And terrorist financing is also happening. He proved. And at the same time, that 9/11 happened. But his personal agony, his family life, everything gone. He was almost admitted to the. He used to take the psychological medicines also, antidepressant. So personal life gone. So there are people in the world, they fight it till that their last might. There are so many cases. If you prompt whistleblowing cases and whistleblowing hunters something, you get a lot of people in YouTube also. They talk about their experience and all. They are all real. They are still alive. Some have gone. But in Indian cases in our subcontinent, please, my earnest appeal to you, just see what you can resolve. Otherwise, resign, move on. Here it's a very deadly situation. If you get into crossing the line of someone to prove that you are so much ethical, it's not going to work. It's not going to work here in this subcontinent. I'm repeating. If you come across such things, don't. Be careful. Protect yourself, your family. India finish. So I don't know how last 5 years ago, there was this, I don't know whether that fellow is CA or something. He was an internal auditor, Shanmugam Manjunath or something. He found a petroleum company. He went in the midnight and he saw that he proved they were uh, doing illegal adulteration of petrol when the petrol tanker comes, and cheating the public basically. This is normal in any that business, it's normal. But this fellow, young headed fellow, internal auditor, he went alone in the midnight. Finish. He was at that moment only he was done. He went to catch them, they catch him. All those things have happened in India. That Manjunath, the Shanmugam Manjunath, something, some cases. And even recently, last 3 years ago, what CA was. So, all those things you should be careful. My boss used to tell me, um, practice ethics until someone puts gun on your head. That's correct, no? Once our life is gone, what is that ethics? So that's the thing. Forget about independence and other things. This is most important. Then possible conflicts of interest and director fundraising, all these things. And again and again, similar thing we have discussed earlier. All these things, other related issues, right? Both some of you are chartered accountants. I don't know how it is done in this part. Honestly, I was not here. I'm here as a corporate and academic consultant. This job I'm enjoying. More than that, I don't want to be. I hear so many things, but as an auditor, even as a CA, you are a qualified professional. Even in business in India, you should be very careful. If you're a CFO, you should be careful. If you're a chartered accountant, you're an auditor, you should be careful. Because people hunt you down.
I will just tell you some experience in my life.
Yeah.
Basically, Indian scenario when we are